There we go.
Hi, I'm Abby. I am the founder and creative director of Prosera to create something that was simple and effective. And I feel like we hit the nail on the head with those two very important things to me with Dose of Glow.
Type of like fine lines, things like that's my concern. But the greater concern for me and what really made me check out Prosera is that it helps with evening that complexion, right? Because I had bad habits of picking my skin and had dark spots. And I love that it has ingredients for multiple serums. So it's treating the skin tone, it's addressing the skin firmness and things like that. But for you, Abby, what your skin concerns, what made you say, okay, we got to create this?
These were all the serums, just the serums I was using. 5.
Wow.
5. Okay. And you know what? I created this one that replaces those 5 and more. In my early 30s, started dealing with some intense melasma. I had dark spots, like a whole full-on mask all down the center of my forehead, around my eyes, and evening out the skin tone. Like, I've never tried anything that has worked better. So that was obviously my main concern. My second concern is we are getting older. We are getting those fine lines and wrinkles. And I always wanted to age as naturally and gracefully as I possibly could. So I have chosen not to do any Botox or fillers. So it was really important for me to also add in anti-aging benefits. A lot of people correlate hydration to oily skin. That can be something that you experience with products. So I wanted to make sure that we could create a product for absolutely any skin type, whether you have oily or dry skin. So the hyaluronic acid actually holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So that helps with dry skin, but also with oily skin. And then we also added jojoba oil, which mimics the natural sebum of your skin. So it's not adding extra oil to your skin. It's just kind of complementing the hydration and oil you already have in your skin.
When my skincare is on point, I feel a little bit more confident because there was a phase in my life where I did not want to go out the house without some concealer on. I didn't feel confident if I didn't have makeup, some type of makeup. And because I'm prioritizing my skincare and especially my Dose of Glow, I don't need makeup. So it's a confidence builder. Like, yes, you're going to have glowy skin and it's going to help with fine lines and all those things. But for me, it's a confident booster. Like, I feel so good when I put on my Dose of Glow.
Our vitamin C. I mentioned earlier, ascorbic acid works really well in skincare, but it oxidizes and loses efficacy very, very quickly. Our version is AAP, and it's actually 3 times more effective than ascorbic acid. It has a much more stable shelf life, and it's not going to be as reactive to light and air like normal ascorbic acid. I added a second form of vitamin C, THD for short, and that is actually an oil soluble vitamin C, whereas the other one is water soluble. Well, your skin is a fat. It cannot absorb anything water without a fat. So that's why we added both of them. And the THD is a much more gentle form of vitamin C. So some people with super sensitive skin can react negatively to vitamin C. And again, we wanted to make sure that we were creating a product for everyone. Peptides for the tightening effect. We added 2 different peptides that work at like different levels of the skin to boost the collagen production, the plump fine lines and wrinkles. And then for the hydration, our hyaluronic acid, we have different size molecules of hyaluronic acid. So again, it targets different layers of your skin. So a larger molecule will target the moisture on the surface of your skin, whereas the smaller ones can go down into the deeper layers of your skin and kind of plump and hydrate from the deeper layers up.
Listen to you giving us a science lesson. I have to give you a hand clap for that.
Dose of Glow is the perfect product to bring your dull winter skin back to life. And even if you're lucky enough to live in Florida, like my girl Des, there's still a little winter shedding that needs to happen. You know, anyone who cares or uses the Yuka app, we actually score a 100 out of 100 on the Yuka app, which is crazy. It is good for all skin types.
It's going to give you the glow, but it's not going to have you feel oily. It's going to penetrate the skin. If there is someone who is a makeup wearer, you can do your skincare serum, your Prosera, and you can put on makeup too without any issues. For everything, and this consolidates that. Wash your face however you choose to do so, then put on your dose of glow and you can go out the door. Oh, don't forget your earrings. I'm an earrings. Always get your earrings and then you're ready to go. Other thing that's important to know, you have to be consistent with your skincare.
To use a full dropper, both morning and night. I cover my whole face, my whole neck. Do not skip neck, do not skip chest. We call it a vitamin C serum, but it's more like an everything serum.
I appreciate you all just taking a moment to come chat with us.